Hello students, welcome back to the maths class. You are listening to Navdeep Agarwal. Today in this video I am going to explain the remaining properties of inverse trigonometric functions so that you can do all the questions of exercise 4. So because some questions are based on these properties which I am going to explain. So theorem number 6 or property number 6, it is coming tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equals tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy if xy is less than 1. This condition you have to remember. Product of x and y should be less than 1. Then you can apply this property. Second property is coming tan inverse x minus tan inverse y equals tan inverse x minus y upon 1 plus xy. Listen students, how can you remember these properties? Here if plus is there, so here plus will come and in denominator minus will come. If here minus is there, then in numerator minus will come, in denominator plus will come. And condition is given xy is greater than minus 1. In first property, xy is less than 1, and in second property xy is greater than minus 1. So you have to keep in the mind these two properties. One more thing, one formula was there in class 11th, tan a plus b equals tan a plus tan b upon 1 minus tan a into tan b. So with the help of that formula you can remember, in place of tan a x is there, in place of tan b y is there, 1 minus tan a multiplied by tan b. So with the help of that formula you can learn this formula. So in the same way this second formula can be learned. Next property, one example I am going to give based on these two properties. You can see here question number 15, prove that tan inverse x plus cot inverse x plus 1 equals tan inverse x square plus x plus 1. Second part, tan inverse if tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equals pi by 4, xy is less than 1. Here condition is given, xy is less than 1. Write the value of x plus y plus xy. Now you see the solutions. First part it was given tan inverse x plus cot inverse x plus 1, and you had to prove this tan inverse x square plus x plus 1. First of all, by using conversion formula you can convert this cot inverse into tan inverse. So here you can see, by using conversion formula I told you in last video, property number 5. So here they are writing wrong, this x will not come, this will not come, tan inverse 1 upon x plus 1 will come, cot inverse x equals tan inverse 1 upon x. So here it will not come, tan inverse x plus tan inverse 1 upon x plus 1. Now this condition, as I told you, xy, product of x and y should be less than 1. So x multiplied by 1 upon x, x upon x plus 1 is less than 1. Why it is less than 1? Suppose x is 2. So 2 upon 2 plus 1, 3. 2 upon 3. 2 upon 3 is a proper fraction. So it will be less than 1. So like this you can check. It means that you can apply the formula tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equals tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. So here they are applying the formula tan inverse x plus tan inverse 1 upon x plus 1 equals tan inverse x plus 1 upon x plus 1 upon 1 minus x into 1 upon x plus 1. You simplify it. When you simplify, then you will get tan inverse x square plus x plus 1. Second part, you see, in second part it is given tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equals pi by 4. Pi by 4, you know, it is the value of tan inverse 1. When you solve the previous examples, previous questions, when I explained in last video, so with the help of that property, tan inverse pi by 4 equals tan inverse 1. Now here you can apply the formula, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, x tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy equals tan inverse 1. Now on making comparison, x plus y upon 1 minus xy equals 1, you can see here. So x plus y equals 1 minus xy. Xy you take to LHS, so it will come x plus y plus xy equals 1, which was to be proved. So like this you can solve, you can apply the property number 6 or theorem number 6. Now next theorem is coming, theorem number 7. If x square is less than 1, it is written, condition you have to keep in the mind. Without condition you cannot apply these properties which I am telling. 2 tan inverse x equals tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square, sin inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square, cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. You remember trigonometrical identities. I told you tan 2a equals 2 tan a upon 1 minus tan square a. 2 tan a, in place of tan a you put x, to 2x. 1 minus tan square a, in place of tan a you are putting x, so 1 minus x square. In the same way, it was the formula tan 2a equals sine 2 sin a upon 2 tan a, sine 2a equals 2 tan a upon 1 plus tan square a. It was the formula. So you can write, with the help of that property, you can write, in place of tan a you can put x, so it will be 1 plus 2x upon 1 plus x square. So like this third property you can see, you remember the property cos 2 theta equals 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. So tan square theta or tan a you can put as x, so 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. This is the method of remembering these properties. How can you learn these properties? Like this you can learn these properties. Now you see examples. First example is example number 18. Prove that 4 into 2 tan inverse 1 upon 3 plus tan inverse 1 upon 7 equals pi. How can you prove this? First of all, 2 tan inverse 1 upon 3. So 2 tan inverse x property you can apply. 2 tan inverse x, tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. So you can see here tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. So after simplification it is coming tan inverse 3 upon 4. And here you can check 1 upon 3 whole square equals 1 upon 9, which is less than 1. I told you x square should be less than 1. So it is satisfying. That's why I am applying the property 2 tan inverse x equals tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. Now LHS you can take. LHS is 4 into tan inverse. Now in place of 2 tan inverse 1 upon 3 you can put tan inverse 3 upon 4, because you have already solved this. Tan inverse 1 upon 7 already given. Now you can apply the previous theorem, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equals tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. So here you are applying 4 tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. And here you can check product of x and y is 3 upon 28, which is less than 1. So you can apply this property. So now answer will come. You can see after simplification 4 tan inverse 25 upon 28, 28 upon 25. So 4 tan inverse 1, 4 into tan inverse 1. Just before in previous example I put in place of pi upon 4 tan inverse 1. Now in place of tan inverse 1 pi upon 4 you can put, 4 will be cancelled, then answer is pi. Next is coming 19 example. Prove that sin inverse 2a upon 1 plus a square minus cos inverse 1 minus b square upon 1 plus b square equals 2 tan inverse a minus b upon 1 plus ab. You see the solution. LHS you take. This one is LHS, sin inverse 2a upon 1 plus a square minus cos inverse 1 minus b square upon 1 plus b square. Now just before I told you sin inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square is 2 tan inverse x. So in place of x here it is given a. So it means that it will become 2 tan inverse a. In the same way, just before I told you cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square equals 2 tan inverse x. In place of x b is given, so 2 tan inverse b it will be. Now 2 you can take common, tan inverse a minus tan inverse b. Now you can apply the property tan inverse a minus tan inverse b equals 2 tan inverse a minus b upon 1 plus ab. So like this you can apply the property and you can solve the question. Second part is also there, you can see second part. In second part, find the value of x if sin inverse 2a upon 1 plus a square plus cos inverse 1 minus b square upon 1 plus b square equals 2 tan inverse x. This time you don't have to prove LHS equals RHS. This time you will take full statement what is given in the question and you will find the value of x. How can you find? You can see second part, sin inverse 2a upon 1 plus a square plus cos inverse 1 minus b square upon 1 plus b square equals 2 tan inverse x. Here again you can put 2 tan inverse a. Just before in the example I put this value 2 tan inverse b in place of cos inverse 1 minus b square upon 1 plus b square and it is given. Now 2 is common and 2 will be cancelled from both the sides by taking common. By taking common you will cancel. Pay attention on this. Now tan inverse a plus tan inverse b, you can apply the property tan inverse a plus b upon 1 minus ab and here only tan inverse x remains. Now you make the comparison. So x equals a plus b upon 1 minus ab. This is the answer, means value of x. Now next theorem is coming, theorem number 8. You can see 5 properties are there. 2 sin inverse x equals sin inverse 2x multiplied by under root 1 minus x square. Second is 2 cos inverse x cos inverse 2x square minus 1. Third is 3 sin inverse x sin inverse 3x minus 4x cubed. Fourth, 3 cos inverse x cos inverse 4x cubed minus 3x. And fifth, 3 tan inverse x tan inverse 3x minus x cubed upon 1 minus 3x square. So these are the 5 properties you have to learn. And how to learn these properties, as I told you, trigonometric functions you have studied. In trigonometric functions, if I talk about this property 3 tan inverse x equals 3 sin inverse x equals sin inverse 3x minus 4x cubed. If I talk about this property, so you remember the formula sin 3a. Sin 3a was 3 sin a minus 4 sin cubed a. In place of sin a you can put x. So sin inverse 3x minus 4x cubed. So like this you can learn. Means with the help of trigonometric function properties you can learn these ITF. ITF means inverse trigonometric function properties. Next is coming, it is theorem number 9. By mistake it is printed in the book theorem number 10. So you see sin inverse x plus sin inverse y equals sin inverse x into under root 1 minus y square plus y into under root 1 minus x square. Condition is given again, x and y should be from minus 1 to plus 1, means values between minus 1 to plus 1 or minus 1 or plus 1 they may be there. Now one more condition, x square plus y square should be less than or equal to 1. In the same way, second property sin inverse x minus sin inverse y equals, property same, plus minus difference is there. You can see here plus is there, here plus is coming, and in this second property minus is there, in this second property in between minus is there, and condition is same. Again condition is same, x and y from minus 1 to plus 1 and x square plus y square is less than equal to 1. Two more properties are there. You can see these are the properties, cos inverse x plus cos inverse y cos inverse xy minus under root 1 minus x square into under root 1 minus y square. Here condition is also there, xy same condition from minus 1 to plus 1 and between values, and x plus y is greater than equal to 0. Their condition was x square plus y square is less than equal to 1. Here x plus y is greater than or equal to 0. Fourth, cos inverse x minus cos inverse y equals cos inverse xy plus under root 1 minus x square into under root 1 minus y square. Condition is given xy from -1 to +1 and x is less than equal to y. This is also the condition. One more thing you can see, if in case of cos inverse x plus is there in between, then in identity in RHS minus will come. In LHS, if minus is there in the property, then plus will come. You pay attention on these two properties. Next, now examples based on these properties. You can see here 21 example. 3 parts are there. All 3 parts, if you pay attention on all these 3 parts, then you will able to solve all the questions of exercise 4. Pay attention. Sine inverse 1 upon root 10 plus sine inverse 3 upon root 10 equals pi by 2. You have to prove. LHS you can take. Here you can see LHS. You are taking LHS. Now first of all you see the condition. Condition is satisfying with the property sine inverse x plus sine inverse y. Property was there. So condition was given x and y should be from -1 to +1. This is 1 upon root 10. 1 upon root 10 is greater than -1 and 3 upon root 10 is less than 1. So it is satisfying, means condition is satisfying. And square also you can check. X square plus y square 1 upon 10 plus 9 upon 10. So 10 upon 10 1. So this sum should be less than or equal to 1. So here it is coming equal to 1. So condition is satisfying. It means that we can apply the property sine inverse x plus sine inverse y equals sine inverse x into under root 1 minus y square plus y into under root 1 minus x square. So they are applying the property. You can see sine inverse x means 1 upon root 10, under root 1 minus y square means under root 1 minus 3 upon root 10 whole square plus y 3 upon root 10 into under root 1 minus x square. X square is 1 upon root 10. So 1 upon root 10 whole square. Now simplify it. When you simplify, so it will come, you can see 1 upon root 10 inside the root 10 minus 9 upon root upon 10. Here also you can see. After simplification, root 10 it will become 10 and 10 minus 9 1 and root 1 is 1. So 1 upon 10. Here root 10 10 and 9 under root 9 3 is a 9. It is coming 10 upon 10 sine inverse 1 and 1 is the value of sine 90, you know very well. So 90 means pi by 2. So it is given pi by 2. So like this you can solve the question. One more part is there. You can see the part. Second part. In second part LHS is given this one. Cos inverse 3 upon 5 plus cos inverse 4 upon 5. So you can apply the property cos inverse xy minus under root 1 minus x square into under root 1 minus y square. You can check here. It is plus and in identity it is coming minus. So you have to pay attention on this. And before this condition also you can check. This x is 3 upon 5. So it is greater than -1. This is 4 upon 5. It is less than -1. And sum of these two x and y is 7 upon 5, which is greater than 0. Greater than or equal to 0, I told you. So you can apply the property. After applying, this step is coming 3 upon 5 multiplied by 4 upon 5 minus under root 1 minus 3 upon 5 whole square into under root 1 minus 4 upon 5 whole square. Now simplify it. So cos inverse 12 upon 25 minus under root 16 upon 25 into under root 9 upon 25. More simplification. Cos inverse 12 upon 25 minus 4 upon 5 into 3 upon 5. Now cos inverse 12 upon 5 minus 12 upon 5, cos inverse 0. And 0 is the value of cos 90, you know very well. So it is also coming pi by 2. So like this you can apply the properties by paying attention on the conditions given with the property. Next part is coming third part. In third part you pay attention. It is very good part. Here cos inverse 12 upon 13 plus sin inverse 3 upon 5 is given. So you cannot apply the property of cos inverse x plus cos inverse y because both are not cos inverse. And you cannot apply the property sin inverse x plus sin inverse y because both are not sin inverse. So first of all, with the help of conversion formula, this cos inverse you can convert into sine inverse, or sine inverse you can convert into cos inverse. So here they are converting cos inverse into sine inverse. So with the help of triangle also you can convert, I told you. So with the help of triangle or with the help of conversion property, cos inverse 12 upon 13 will be sine inverse 5 upon 13. Now sine inverse x plus sine inverse y, you can apply the property. Before this you can check the condition. This is x 5 upon 13 which is greater than minus 1. This is y 3 upon 5 which is less than 1. And their square also you can check, sum of their squares, it will be less than or equal to 1. Now you can apply the property sin inverse 5 upon 13 into under root 1 minus 3 upon 5 whole square plus 3 upon 5 into under root 1 minus 5 upon 13 whole square. Now you can simplify sin inverse 5 upon 13 multiplied by 4 upon 5 plus 3 upon 5 multiplied by 12 upon 13. Sin inverse 56 upon 65. This is the final answer. So like this, students, you can solve all the questions of exercise 4. So you have to solve all the questions of exercise 4. For the doubts, you can write in the comments. I will give the answer of your doubts in the comments. So I hope you have understood what I told in this video. So thank you and have a nice day.